Hey, me Matt here,
Killer Kyle.
and we are enjoying our East Asian fix.
Yeah.
And tonight, well, it's a doubleheader. But first, we talk of Rebellion.
Yeah.
Should be a good show. So, yeah, I guess we'll see you then.
I'm Matt. This is Killer Kyle, and welcome to.
Killer Kyle, me Matt, and we've got a doubleheader this weekend. We are coming off the heels of WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
And this weekend we have, of course, AEW Dynasty, but we also have TNA's Rebellion.
And I mean, unfortunately, I still have a hard time following up with TNA as I watch WWE and AEW mostly.
Yeah.
So, my fault. Anyways, this should be a good show.
Yeah, I mean, like, even though don't really watch, TNA, it doesn't impede on making protection videos for TNA pay-per-views and also, watching them and still enjoying them.
Exactly.
So,
And it's still going to be a hell of a show. We're coming to you from Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, Nevada, the Palms Casino Resort. So let's go. With a six-man tag match, we've got Leon Slater and the Ace Bay Club against the Rascals, Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz, and Myron Reed. Leon Slater is a fairly new comer to TNA.
I was going to say the same thing about Mumphrey.
Myron Reed.
Mumphrey Reed.
Well, I mean, when Zach returned to TNA, him and Trey were tag teaming for a little bit.
Oh.
And then not too long ago, it was probably January, no. I think it was late last year or early this year, they brought in Myron Reed. Now, Myron Reed, I've seen clips of him on the independent scene. I believe, I don't think he's from, I was going to say, I don't think he's from Ohio, but the other two members of the Rascals are from Ohio.
That's right.
So, yeah. I'm not sure where he wrestled independently before signing with TNA. With Wes Lee still being in WWE and NXT right now, I guess they felt like they needed a third.
Yeah.
And so they brought in Myron.
I mean, honestly, when Leslie got injured, I thought he would jump back to TNA.
Meh.
It's just, it is what it is,
Yeah.
and now they have a third member, so good. As far as this match goes, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because they're, like, the Rascals are a good team. You know, PC.
Ace Bay Club's a good team. You could say not having seen much of, well, Slater for sure, and Myron. They're the X Factors in this match, if you will. So, I mean, it'll definitely make it interesting, but like Matt said, as far as who's going to win, it's like, you kind of just gotta, basically,
Championships. You have once again Spitfire taking on DK.
oh, the Knockouts Tag Titles.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah. Spitfire, the team of Jody Strack and
Danny.
Danny Luna, yeah. That's a very interesting.
Holy shit! We have Lars Fredrickson in their corner. Of course, Lars from Rancid, bass player, also from the Bastards, also a huge wrestling fan.
Nice.
So, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you got nobody in Decay's corner. So, I honestly thought Decay was a one and done deal.
Hey, really?
Once they lost their Knockouts Tag Team titles, they were going to go right back to being Jessica and
Courtney.
yeah, Courtney Rush.
Yeah, I mean, it was really interesting to me. You had, you know, Decay as Crazy Steve, Rosemary, and Black Taurus.
Mm-hmm.
And then Black Taurus left. Crazy Steve went singles. Jessica, or Havoc, was doing the whole Jessica thing. And then at some point, they decided to turn Rosemary back into Courtney Rush. And it's like, okay, the Rosemary thing ran its course. She's teaming with Jessica. Let's see where this new team goes. Well, it only lasted for a cup of coffee,
Pretty much.
because not long into their run, they revert back to their, well, not demonic, they revert back to their original ways,
Yeah.
and being, you know, Rosemary and Havoc.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Jody Stratt and Danny Luna. Well, Jody Stratt we know of from Smash.
Yes.
And Danny Havoc came in with Subculture,
Yes.
and then she went on her own and then started teaming with, you know, Jody Stratt. Spitfire, that's pretty accurate name for that team, because they're both Spitfires.
Yes. Again, it's a flip a coin situation.
Well, it was really interesting to me how when Decay beat MK Ultra for the Knockouts Tag Titles, they only held them for like a few weeks
Yeah.
before losing them to Spitfire at the next pay-per-view.
That's true.
Because I remember there was two TNA pay-per-views back to back. This was like February, I think.
Right.
And yeah, Decay beat MK Ultra for the Knockouts Tag Titles. And then the next pay-per-view, Decay's losing the tag titles to Spitfire.
Right.
Now, I honestly don't see Spitfire losing the titles, in
No.
my opinion.
No. No, not if you have a famous musician in their corner.
Yeah.
Like, I know that doesn't mean shit, but at the same time, it's Lars Fredrickson, so
Yeah.
it's better to fucking let them win. And then we'll see what happens. Like, I mean, nothing to take away from Decay. Again, legendary tag team. But it's too soon right now to have Spitfire lose the titles.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to say Spitfire.
Yeah.
Good beard though.
On to a match for the Digital Media Championship. We've got Crazy Steve defending the title against Laredo Kid.
Yeah, speaking of Decay.
Yes.
So, I mean, again, two good wrestlers. I'm not quite sure where to go from here with these guys because I think Crazy Steve is very eccentric and very unique.
Yes.
Laredo Kid is one of the best luchadors to come out of Mexico. Honestly, two different styles.
Yes, two very, very different styles. You got Crazy Steve, the brawler, if you will, and you got Laredo Kid, the high flyer.
Yeah.
And this whole thing with Crazy Steve is like they're really displaying the crazy side of Steve, if you will. Because, like, when he first came in to Decay, this is when Abyss was still part of Decay at the time, you know, yeah, he was crazy, but, like, it was, you know, very mild-mannered, if you will.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the promos that they would cut were, you know, almost speaking in riddle and whatever. And then as time went on, you know, you have Abyss leave TNA, go to WWE to bring in Black Taurus. You know, they go on a run as Decay for a little bit. But it seems as if ever since Crazy Steve has gone on his own, it's like he's off the rails.
Pretty much.
And you don't know what the fuck he's gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I see Crazy Steve pull out of it.
More than
somehow.
likely.
I pray for Laredo Kid's soul.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All I can say is I know this next match you're gonna keep.
This next match is fucking mouth-watering. Got two TNA originals. You've got Frankie Kazarian, the Heavy Metal Rebel, and Eric Young, and they are gonna be in Full Metal Mayhem.
Yeah, the Heavy Metal Rebel against the world-class Maniac.
Yeah. This match is gonna be fucking war.
Oh yeah.
I mean, these two guys know each other since the beginning of TNA. Maybe less than that, who knows?
Yeah, I'd say probably a good 20 years or so.
I mean, you look at the career that Eric Young has had. TNA, NXT, yeah, you know, he failed in WWE aspect of it.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. The guy went back to TNA, and we
Seemingly picked right back up where he left off.
So, I mean, yeah, it was one of those things where he's always going to be on top in that company. You know, Frankie Kazarian, same thing. Here's a guy that wrestled in TNA, went to Ring of Honor for a bit, went to WWE for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Goes back to TNA, and now, look at him. And so this match is going to be a fucking war.
Frankie also spent a little bit of time in AEW.
That's right.
As a member of SoCal Uncensored.
So, yeah, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be brutal. It's going to be a fucking chaotic match. Yeah, you know what, fuck it. You know, we got to pick one, so, I mean, let's pick our boy, Eric Young.
Yeah.
nothing to take away from Frankie Kazarian, but when you look at Eric and you think it's right up his alley.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Joe Hendry versus Rich Swann.
You thought it was a good idea to turn Rich Swann heel?
Management, I would imagine.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you gotta try it at some point.
Yeah.
Again, wish I would pay more attention to the product, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, it should be a good match.
Yeah.
Again, who knows who's gonna win in this one, because... Again, we look at Rich Swann, a high flyer, you know, even though we believe in Joe Hendry. But, yeah, fuck it. I don't know who Rich aligned himself with.
AJ Francis.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You know what, I'm gonna go with Rich Swann. If you have a muscle like AJ Francis, you are untouchable.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Rich Swann.
Yeah, I could easily see that happening.
Imagine two failed WWE guys.
Well, I mean, Rich has done so much in his tenure in TNA.
Oh, I know.
World champion, X Division champion, tag champion.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, basically he's a Grand Slam in TNA.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's gonna be cool. Match for the X Division Championship. We've got Jake something taking on the champion, Mustafa Ali.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, again, good match. I think two different styles, obviously. There's a theme here. I mean, I could easily say Jake something. You look at the guy, you look at the build. He could easily squash Ali in a minute.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we could have Mustafa Ali have a longer run with the title, see where that goes. I would like to see Jake something win the title at some point. But
Yeah.
for right now, my money's going to be on Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, I see Mustafa retaining the title. I mean, it's more than likely going to be by any means necessary. But, yeah, I have a feeling Mustafa's going to win. Mustafa Ali, oh yeah, Baba.
Oh, that song always plays in my head.
For the World Tag Team titles, the System versus Speedball Mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, the System. You know, these are two TNA originals. You look at Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards, and yeah, these guys are unstoppable.
Yeah.
Mustache Mountain, I think, I mean, these two are very good in the ring as well.
Right.
Two different styles. Again, we're going back to that.
Yes.
So, is it time for Mustache to win?
Could be.
Alright. I mean, nothing to take away from the System. I think they could get the titles easily back at some point.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to pick the Mustache. I know that's not their name, but...
It's Speedball Mountain.
Speedball Mountain.
Mike Bailey and Trent Seven. Mustache Mountain was Trent Seven and
Yeah,
Tyler Bate.
I know.
I mean, it could be very likely that the system retains, but I mean, I think at some point, Speedball Mountain could easily be tag team champions. Will it be Saturday? Who knows?
I mean, Mike Bailey has Legs of Fury.
Oh yeah.
Something we should have. But anyways, this is going to be a good match. In a knockouts match, we've got the Juggernaut, Jordan Grace versus Steph DeLander.
Steph DeLander, interesting.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of sounded like you said Statlander.
Yeah.
I know it's not what you said when Steph DeLander is like, gee, that.
Steph DeLander. Yeah, the British chick with two hair styles. Or colors, whatever. Anyways.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick Jordan on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's an easy one. I think Steph is a good wrestler, but I want to see more of her in TNA before she gets the title.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not exactly all that familiar with Steph.
yeah, she did an interview on the Chris Van Vliet show,
Right.
and I was, for some reason, thinking that was Blair Davenport,
Oh yeah.
but no.
Is she the one that is with Matt Cardona?
Yes.
Okay, now I know who it is. Yeah, I'm familiar with seeing her on, at like GCW
Yeah.
with Cardona or something Matt Cardona is doing independently. Yeah, she just recently came to TNA. And Cardona helped Steph beat Alyssa, I think, to get this match or so. There's a number one contender match with Steph and somebody. Cardona got involved. Steph won the match.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who was it. I think it was Alyssa or maybe somebody else. Anyway, yeah. I see Jordan retaining the belts on this one. Three. The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander versus Hammerstone. He was called Alex Hammerstone, then they just started calling him Hammerstone. But this isn't going to be any old regular smuggler match. No. This time we go last man standing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2 for 2.
Yeah.
So,
Josh won the first match. Hammerstone won the rematch. This is the rubber match.
yep. And I mean, I want to say Josh Alexander.
Yeah.
I think that would be interesting. Hammerstone came in, he wreaked havoc.
Yeah.
He, is like a big meaty muscle man.
Yes.
So, sounded really bizarre. So I think that it's gonna be a good match. Ah, Jesus. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna pick Josh.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Josh, and that's what you.
I could see Hammerstone go for a title. Not really the X Division title.
No.
I don't believe he needs that.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see him take on Moose.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That would be fucking
That would
awesome.
be a good match.
So,
Yeah, I mean, as good as Hammerstone is, this match, I think, is right up Alexander's alley.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, he's been in, like, he had a match with, I believe it was Moose. It was it Full Metal Mayhem? Or was it a different match? I think, actually, I don't think it was Moose, I think it was Bully? Anyways, so, this was a little while ago, and they beat the hell out of each other. And so, yeah, this last man standing match is going to be right up Alexander's alley, and I can easily see Josh winning.
They don't call him the walking weapon for nothing.
Hell yeah.
We go on to this match, the TNA title. You've got Nick Nemeth versus Moose.
Yeah. The Wanted Man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this goes all the way back to Hard to Kill.
Yes.
And you look at Nick Nemeth and you go, okay, it's very hard to describe his WWE career as Dolph Ziggler, his tenure in WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how the fuck you go from being, you know, Kerwin White's caddy to the Spirit Squad member to finally Dolph Ziggler. Like,
Yeah.
anyways, he, you know, we can say all what you want about him. He is still a 10 Grand Slam champion
Yes.
in WWE. So now we got Nick Nemeth in TNA.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fucking awesome because I know that Nick Nemeth has a lot more to offer than he did in WWE.
Yeah.
So this match is going to be interesting. Again, like the big bad wolf and the fucking moose. That's kind of weird. Like, anyway, what about here? And then of course you got Nick Nemeth, the guy that can fucking go. So this is going to be a good match, and honestly, see Moose retain.
More than likely, yeah.
I mean, I can't remember what the next pay-per-view is.
Yeah.
So if they have a rematch, then yeah, put the title on Nick,
Right.
and then see where it goes.
Yeah.
And then he could show the world. So,
Exactly. So that wraps things up for part one.
yeah.
Predictions for Rebellion. It's looking like it's going to be a hell of a show.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that there's a lot of good matches on that card.
Oh yeah.
So, I can't wait to see the Full Metal Mayhem, obviously.
Yes.
The Knockouts Tag Team titles. It's gonna be one hell of a night.
Yeah.
So, with that, I mean, Matt, this is Killer Kyle. We will talk to you next time.
See ya.
Deuces.